try to keep it together for this video. Um, I wasn't actually planning on filming this ever. I actually just thought of the idea um, less than 2 minutes ago. Um, but I felt like it was kind of important to talk about this and to maybe open up a little bit for anyone who is going through or has gone through something similar. Obviously, not everyone's cases are the same, and I'm not going to pretend like they are. So, um, at any rate, this video is going to be talking about self harm and the years and years that I've done it in the past. And I don't really know how to go about this video because this could be triggering for some people. Um, and it's kind of been a long process for me to get clean of it. So as of January 5th, 2020, it will be 1 year since I last self-harmed. As the current date of me filming this right now is January 1st, 2020. And I don't know, it just kind of hit me that it's going to be a year in a few days. And I'm not prepared for it. I don't really know what I want to do. Um, I never really, I mean, I have talked briefly on this channel about my mental health, but I've never actually gone into details about any of it. It's more or less been like a video where it's been like, hey, this is where I've been. Sorry that I've been gone for all this time, and that would be it. Um, so, yeah, for those of you who do not know and who do not know me in person, hi, my name is Pandora. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, OCD, generalized anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. Um, and I've been through so much treatment before and just continually, just so much treatment. And I'm thankful enough to say that I've been able to have access to treatment because I know a lot of people don't, and I didn't for the longest time. So, um, yeah, I started self harming when I was 14. So I was in my freshman year of high school. I'm currently a freshman in college right now. So I started about 4 years ago. And it was originally a reaction to anger. And I'm not going to really describe the nature of the actions that I do, or that I have done in the past, rather, because, like I said, that could be triggering for people. So I'm not really in the business of trying to get people to feel all negative emotions and whatnot. So, um, this is supposed to be more of a positive video, I guess. So I started when I was 14. It really fucked me up, not gonna lie. If you guys don't know anything about bipolar disorder, for me, I have bipolar 2 disorder, so it's mainly depression that I deal with. Um, but for a lot of other people, it could be more mania that they deal with, but for me, it's more depression than anything else, and then spurts of mania a few times a year. Um, so I had a really bad depressive episode my freshman year of high school, um, and yeah, it was more of a reaction to anger about something that my sister did, and I just did it, and it literally crippled my mental health because it was just, I was so disgusted with myself. And when I say that I did it, I mean, like, I go to the extremes when it comes to things. So it's not like I just did it once or twice. Like, I did it too thoroughly, very thoroughly, and it wasn't anything that would be like you could hide type of thing very easily at the very least. Um, and this continued on and off. I can say my sophomore year of high school, I actually did not self harm once because of what happened in my freshman year. My junior year, I restarted it again, and then my senior year, I actually had to go to the hospital because of suicide attempt, and it was pretty severe, and you know had to get that taken care of. And at that point I was just at my absolute rock bottom. I didn't care. All I knew was that it just made me get through my day. And I know that sounds terrible. That's like the one thing that got me through my day, but that was one thing that got me through my day. And I'm not gonna lie, the second that I decided that I was gonna quit doing it altogether is when I ended up having a really bad crash and, then attempting suicide. So I'm not gonna sit here and make this a PSA saying that if this is your one and only coping mechanism, to stop doing it. I'm not gonna encourage it, but I'm not gonna say to stop or to continue or to do whatever else, because I am not a doctor, and I know for me that personally stopping at the time that I had stopped would probably have been one of the worst decisions of my life. So, um, although that sounds counterintuitive. Um, so yeah, after I got out of the hospital, I had to dig myself out of a hole that I don't know how I even did it. I was looking through my old pictures on my private Instagram, the one that I keep for just me and one other person. And I was looking at all the photos that I archived today, and I was just reading through these entire literal paragraphs upon paragraphs, extra comments that I had written on all my Instagram pictures, and I was just reading through it. I'm like, holy shit! Like, I was severely depressed. Like, I was reading through it, and I was just like, I remember being depressed. I remember how hard it was for me, but it never really occurred to me how bad it was, especially after, archiving all the pictures and not looking at them for months and months and months on end. Um, I was just looking at it, I was like, wow, like this was where I was. Like, that's crazy. So I guess my point in this is that there is hope. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy or that I feel like that at all times, but I was, if I could dig myself out of that hole, then I'm pretty sure anyone can do it. Um, so yeah, uh, January 5th hopefully comes around, and hopefully at that point I wouldn't have self-harmed for a year. So yeah. I hope this helps someone. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post it, but that's all for now.